What if I told you there is a man who didn't just race on the most dangerous motorcycle course in the world, but actually pushed it beyond its limits? A place where riders reach speeds over 200 miles per hour, racing on narrow public roads surrounded by stone walls, trees, houses, and no room for even a single mistake. A place where one small error doesn't just cost a race, it can cost a life. Now imagine a rider who didn't fear that. In fact, he embraced it. A man who survived terrifying crashes, broken bones, and near career-ending injuries. Yet every time he fell, he came back stronger, faster, and more determined than before. While most riders dream of simply finishing the Isle of Man TT, this man had a different goal. He didn't just want to compete. He didn't just want to win. He wanted to become the fastest rider the TT had ever seen. And against all odds, he did exactly that. This is the story of Peter Hickman, the man who didn't just ride the Isle of Man TT. He redefined what was possible on it. When people talk about the greatest road racers of all time, names like Michael Dunlop, Joey Dunlop, and John McGuinness are always mentioned. But in recent years, one rider has forced his way into that conversation through sheer speed, determination, and fearlessness. That rider is Peter Hickman. Peter Hickman was born on April 8, 1987, in Burton-upon-Trent, Staffordshire, England. Unlike many riders who discover motorcycles later in life, Peter grew up surrounded by racing. Motorcycles weren't just machines in his family, they were a way of life. From a young age, he watched racing, learned about bikes, and dreamed of one day competing against the best riders in the world. As a child, Peter wasn't known as a future superstar. He wasn't a media sensation, and there were no headlines predicting greatness. Instead, he quietly worked on his skills, spending years learning the fundamentals of racing. What separated him from many others was his willingness to keep improving, even when success didn't come immediately. By the mid-2000s, Peter had entered professional motorcycle racing and was competing in the British Superbike Championship. This was where he began proving that he belonged among Britain's fastest riders. The competition was fierce, filled with experienced racers and future champions. While Peter didn't win the championship title, he consistently impressed fans and teams with his speed, smooth riding style, and ability to push a motorcycle to its limits. But despite racing on traditional circuits, Peter had a bigger dream. He wanted to race at the Isle of Man TT. For those who don't know, the Isle of Man TT isn't an ordinary race. It's considered the most dangerous motorcycle race in the world. Riders race at speeds exceeding 200 miles per hour, on public roads lined with stone walls, trees, telephone poles, houses, and countless hazards. One small mistake can have devastating consequences. Many talented riders have lost their lives on this legendary course. Most people would look at the Isle of Man TT and walk away. Peter Hickman looked at it and saw an opportunity. To truly understand Peter Hickman's journey, you first need to understand what makes the Isle of Man TT so special. One mistake can end a race or even a career. That's why the Isle of Man TT is widely regarded as the most dangerous motorcycle race in the world. For Peter Hickman, however, this danger wasn't something to avoid. It was the challenge he had been searching for. By the time he arrived at the TT in 2014, he had already built a strong reputation in British Superbike racing. He was known for his speed and talent, but the TT demanded far more than that. Riders must memorize over 200 corners across a 37.73-mile course, knowing every bump, crest, and braking point perfectly. It is a challenge that has defeated many talented racers. During his first few years at the TT, Peter dedicated himself to learning the mountain course. He spent countless hours studying onboard footage, analyzing racing lines, and improving his understanding of the circuit. While fans only saw the races, they didn't see the preparation and sacrifices happening behind the scenes. Year after year, Peter became faster, and it wasn't long before people began to believe he could become a future TT winner. That breakthrough finally came in 2018. Peter won his first Isle of Man TT race in the Superstock category, achieving a goal he had spent years chasing. But his biggest moment was still to come. Just days later, he won the Senior TT, the most prestigious race of the entire event. In a matter of days, Peter Hickman went from being a promising rider to becoming one of the biggest names in road racing. Most riders would have been satisfied with that success, but Peter wanted more. He continued pushing the limits, chasing victories, podiums, and records. His determination eventually led to one of the greatest achievements in TT history. In 2023, he set the fastest lap ever recorded around the mountain course, averaging an incredible 136.358 miles per hour. On a circuit lined with walls, trees, and buildings, that achievement seemed almost impossible. Of course, reaching the top came with a price. Throughout his career, Peter suffered several serious crashes, including injuries such as broken ribs, a broken back, neck injuries. Many riders might have retired after such setbacks, but Peter always found a way to return. His ability to recover and keep pushing forward became one of the defining qualities of his career. Today, Peter Hickman is known not only for his speed but also for his resilience. His rivalry with Michael Dunlop has produced some of the most exciting moments in modern TT history. While Dunlop is often remembered for his incredible number of victories, Hickman is remembered as the man who became the fastest rider ever to lap the Isle of Man TT course. From a young boy in England with a passion for motorcycles to the fastest rider in TT history, Peter Hickman's journey proves that greatness isn't given, it is earned through years of dedication, sacrifice, and an endless desire to go faster. In 2014, he finally made his Isle of Man TT debut. For most newcomers, simply learning the 37.73-mile mountain course takes years. Every corner, bump, crest, and braking point must be memorized perfectly. Yet Peter adapted at a remarkable pace. Almost immediately, fans and experts noticed that he wasn't just another newcomer. He had something special. Over the next few years, Peter steadily improved. He learned from every lap, every race, and every challenge. While other riders struggled to find consistency, Hickman continued getting faster. Year after year, he moved closer to the front of the field. Then came 2018, the year that changed everything. After years of hard work, Peter claimed his first Isle of Man TT victory in the Superstock race. For many riders, one TT win is the achievement of a lifetime. But Peter wasn't finished. Just days later, he achieved something even bigger by winning the Senior TT, the most prestigious race of the entire event. Suddenly, Peter Hickman wasn't just a fast rider, he was a TT champion. And if that wasn't enough, he set a new outright lap record during the Senior TT. It was one of the most impressive performances the event had ever seen. Most riders would have been satisfied after achieving such success. Peter Hickman wanted more. The following years saw him become one of the dominant forces in road racing. He continued collecting victories, podiums, and records. Every season seemed to bring another incredible performance. Fans began expecting something extraordinary whenever he lined up on the starting grid. Yet success didn't come without sacrifice. Motorcycle racing at this level is brutally unforgiving. Throughout his career, Peter suffered several major crashes. One of the most serious occurred in 2015, when he sustained multiple injuries. But Peter refused to quit. He fought through rehabilitation, recovered, and returned to racing. That determination became one of the defining characteristics of his career. No matter how painful the setback, he always found a way back onto the bike. Then came one of the greatest moments in modern TT history. In 2023, Peter Hickman achieved something many believed was nearly impossible. He recorded a lap at an average speed of 136.358 miles per hour around the Isle of Man mountain course. Think about that for a moment. An average speed of over 136 miles per hour on narrow public roads filled with walls, trees, curbs. It became the fastest lap ever recorded in Isle of Man TT history. At that moment, Peter Hickman officially became the fastest rider the TT had ever seen. His achievement wasn't just about speed. It represented years of sacrifice, dedication, risk, and relentless pursuit of perfection. By now, Peter had established himself as one of the greatest road racers of his generation. He had multiple TT victories, countless podiums, and the respect of riders and fans around the world. But the danger of road racing never disappears. In 2025, disaster struck again. During qualifying for the Isle of Man TT, Peter suffered a terrifying high-speed crash at approximately 140 miles per hour. The accident resulted in multiple serious injuries, including fractures and damage to various parts of his body. For fans watching around the world, it was a frightening reminder of how dangerous the sport truly is. Yet even after such a devastating accident, Peter remained focused on recovery and returning to racing. That's what makes Peter Hickman different. It's not just his speed, it's not just his victories, it's his refusal to give up. Every time he crashes, he comes back. Every time he faces adversity, he fights through it. Every time people think he's reached his limit, he finds another gear. Today, Peter Hickman is regarded as one of the most respected and feared competitors in road racing. He holds the fastest lap in TT history, has won numerous Isle of Man TT races, and continues to inspire fans with his courage and determination. His story proves that greatness isn't built in a single race. It's built through years of hard work, sacrifice, pain, setbacks, and an unwavering belief in yourself. From a young boy dreaming about motorcycles in England to becoming the fastest rider ever to lap the Isle of Man TT course, Peter Hickman's journey is one of the most remarkable stories in motorcycle racing history. So, what do you think? Is Peter Hickman the fastest and most fearless road racer of the modern era? Or does Michael Dunlop still hold that title? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the bell icon so you never miss another story from the world of motorcycle racing. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.